creative director of the interactive team at Moment Factory, and I'm also creative director of interactive projects. This morning I want to talk to show you what we do in research and development at the moment, but first a couple of slides to explain what we are and what we do. Moment Factory is a very special, unique multimedia studio based in Montreal. And our motto is, we do it in public. And to explain what it means, to understand what it means, I would like you to watch this little video.
It's a little bit like the campfire in the sense that people have gathered since the beginning of time around campfires to tell stories and gather in communities. And now that fire has changed and the technology has changed and the stories have changed, but the basic human need has stayed the same.
We do it in public. It's in a way the through line to all the different types of work that we do across many different mediums.
The we is about the people, it's about the team, it's about all those people that are contributing to the project. And so we is about culture, it's about a way of thinking whereby everybody is working together as a team.
We value a variety of different inputs. We take from everything around us.
We've been really lucky to have such an amazing variety of clients throughout the years, whether they're rock stars, cities, museums, brands, and this collaboration that we managed to create within these different projects taught us so much throughout the years, and we've really grown through our relationship with all these great people.
All the experience we design here take place in different environments, in different contexts, with different kind of public. It's really a great opportunity for a creator to be able to each time have a different canvas.
The risk is an essential element, placing people in a state of being allowed to be wrong and make errors. It's gonna give them the confidence to really push the limits and try new stuff, and this is where innovation comes.
Pushing the boundaries of our work, doing magic, hijacking technologies, doing lots of R&Ds, trying to figure out how we can bridge between cool stuff happening in other industries, bringing them to our works.
I find the magic is the alchemy between how we deal with technology and how we customize technology to suit our own purposes.
We use interactivity and technology to bring people together in the same space and engaging with our content, with our story.
We live to experience. When we create experiences, we're creating a moment of people's lives.
How can I make the people feel the same amount of excitement in this moment that I'm feeling now while I'm creating?
It's such an emotional feeling when you pour your heart and soul into a piece of work and then you have the crowd give that same level of magic back.
The emotion is at the core of all our projects, and I think that's what also defines us and differentiates us as well.
So it's the combination of all these things that we really care about. And we think of this collaboration to create a new campfire, a digital campfire, and it can foster communion and bring people together in new ways that we can't even imagine today. And that's why we do it in public.
So, who are we? When I joined Moment Factory a couple of years ago, we were less than 100 employees and working in much more small office with no air conditioning. But now we're more than 250. We just celebrated our 16th anniversary. We have more than 400 production, and we just opened 2 new offices in Tokyo and New York. The core of our production is still in Montreal, but we are doing more and more projects all over the world. We're a bunch of passionate, multidisciplinary creators from everywhere. And what we do, basically, we divide it into big categories, what we do, because we do different stuff. First of all, everything that is temporary, also we classify them into show. So if you go on a website, you can see shows and destination. So show is everything about signature shows, team entertainment, the Super Bowl, the ceremony event we did with Madonna a couple of years ago, experiential marketing, and also concerts. lately we just created a great product with Arcade Fire for digital papers and views. For destination, those are all permanent projects, so all the luminas, the night trail, night pack, we created all over Quebec. The public space like the LAX airport, the arena, we're working with a big arena in Paris right now, casinos and resort, and of course retail. So let's dive quickly into interactive team, what I do with my team. At Moment Factory we have three big production departments. So the content, pre-rendered content department, the scenography, and interactive. And the mission of our team is very linked to the motto, we do it in public. Technology today helps us connect in different ways using Facebook, messengers and everything, but in public spaces, sometimes technology separates us. And we use all those little interfaces on our phone, or tablet, or computers. So what we want to do, what we do in my team is that we explode the interface. We explode into the real world to bring people together for real. So interaction creates engagement and connection, and that's what we want. And engagement creates memories. And we want people that leave our installation or to leave with good souvenirs and have fun. So what we do? In my team, we have the chance, of course, to work on a very nice client-based project, but also we do a lot of research and development. And I want to tell you a bit more about research and development. We divided our work in 4 big axes. We have connect, track, move, and mixed reality. The first one, connect, is all the exploration, the research we do using the Internet of Things, all the connected devices, and future mobile and technology and Internet of Things technologies. This is an example of a project we did 2 years ago using the phone that were placed on our forearm, and we created that game where people have to run in the forest, like a catch the flag game in the forest, where you have to, using only Bluetooth, create this game with that technology. We also created those magical sticks for Illumina, Night Rail, Night Path in Chandler. So those magical sticks react to the environment. So depending on where you are in the wood, the magic stick will light up in different color. We did the same thing this summer at Tonga Lumina, the new show we created at Tremblant, where people have those pendants and it reacts to a different zone in the path. So this is very interesting, and we would like to play with those technologies. Track is the second axis of our research. It explores how we can, with new technology, better track people and objects in the environment. And you will see why we need to do that. We use different standard sensors, but we also hijack the signal of new sensors. Let's take, for example, the Google car that drives itself. They have this little sensor on the top of the car that scans the environment. So we use that scanner and we hijack the signal to know where people are in the space. We also use different, of course, the Kinect. Everybody knows the Kinect from Microsoft, which is an open framework. So we use that. We use a heat camera, thermal camera, because we want to track the people and the object in the environment, create magic, and create surprises. Scanner, RGB camera, of course, we use microphones. Sometimes a simple microphone can create amazing things. And we like to track people and objects because we want to create real-time visuals. And here comes the third axis, move. So in move we explore how we can enhance the visual, the real-time visual. Today with the powerful computer we have, it's feasible to enhance and to create shaders and to create new technologies that allow us to create very amazing visual that can react using the sensors. So on stage, this is an example. Up there is the first prototype we created for Muse, and you have the final result here. We were able with Kinect camera to track the singer on the stage, so we could create this effect of the puppet master effect. This is an effect we created for 9 Inch Nails a couple of years ago, where we could also track the body of the performer on the stage and create those effects real time. In public spaces, for public spaces, we also explore how we can gamify the space. This is a game we just finished created this is a pure project coming from R&D. We revisited the pong game, so people with their body have to, run over to catch the ball. And if you want to test, by the way, this game is going to be available at Moment Factory. There is an open session this Friday and Saturday. There is a Journée de la Culture, so you're welcome if you want to test the game. It's pretty fun. And we also, as I said, explore with the AI and new technology how we can create those amazing real-time behaviors using like floating coding and stuff like that. All right, this is another generated algorithm. And the last but not least, mixed reality. We talk about everybody talks about VR, AR, and at Moment Factory, what is important for us is to focus on emotion, to surprise people, and the storytelling is very important. So, we have VR and we have AR, and we decided that to follow our motto of "We do it in public," we want people to not be alone in the experience, even though you can today with virtual reality connect with other people. We prefer to focus on AR and MR. So we started developing with the HoloLens a couple of experiences, and we think that in the future, maybe in 5 to 10 years from now, it will be very important for shows and for concerts and for all of those amazing experiences to maybe add a layer of virtual over the reality. So we do very well with projection mapping, with scanners and everything. If we had a layer on the top of this virtual, it would be very interesting. And of course, everybody agrees on that that VR and AR will be the 4th major shift in platform. So this is the first prototype we created. You'll see it in the real life. I'll show you at the end of the presentation. But with the HoloLens now, you can walk around the factory and using your finger turn on lights and start the projection and open TVs and stuff like that. So we created the augmented light box. And we're working on this floating text experience where new employees will be able to wear the HoloLens and walk around on their first days around the factory and know where people are sitting, where are the restrooms, where is the kitchen. So we'll be able to create this augmented reality experience soon for visitors also. And project, of course, we do a lot of work with a lot of different clients, and a lot of clients now ask for more, they want to engage more their customers. So interactivity is one of the key to create more engagement. So I'll show you the reel that shows a couple of projects we did before to end the presentation, I just want to say a few words about this project for those who will be for those who are visiting the city. This is a project that we made using Unity, which is a game engine, and it's an interactive. It's the first interactive bridge in the world. So we use data from the weather for the behavior of the materials from a lot of sources. And every night we create this unique show on the bridge. So this is a permanent project that will last for 10 years. So if you guys are visiting the city, I invite you to go have a look